Welcome to Ms. Vampy's Tween Talk, Teen Talk, and In Between Talk. And I am Ms. Vampy. Today we got Teen Talk. So stay and play and have a bloody good time, or bite me. We are here with Teen Talk, and I got my gorgeous girls with me, both inside and out. And let's say hello.
Hey, I'm Victoria Bohush. I'm 15, and I think a problem I have is making the right choices.
Hi, I'm Paula Lahara. I'm 13, and an issue with me is meeting people and letting them know really about me.
Hey, I'm Tama Chappell, and my biggest issue is definitely body image.
Hi, I'm Jamie Belzowski. I'm 15 years old, and my biggest issue is dealing with my acne.
All right, girls, I so need to talk about body image and all this stuff about the physical. You know what I'm saying? Because we all talk about this all the time. It doesn't matter if you're 100, it doesn't matter if you're 15, it doesn't matter if you're 62, right? Because everybody deals with issues that they got that they feel insecure about. So I really want to talk about this because you all brought up such great stuff. So let's go with the body image stuff, you know, and I want to talk about, like, you know, Jamie, you had a great thing you said, and we talked about it earlier, about wearing makeup, about, you know, what are you trying to do? You know, you're such a gorgeous girl. Are you trying to cover up, or are you trying to express yourself? Because Ms. Vampy loves hair and makeup, as you all know, right? Right? I mean, come on. I'm a glamour puss, but what's wrong with that?
I think it's a little of both, honestly. I wear makeup because I don't feel comfortable without it. You know, I go to school, and when I don't wear makeup, I feel uncomfortable, and I wish I didn't feel like that, but it's something I can't help, you know. When I have my makeup on, I feel like more like myself, like I want to be like outgoing and stuff, and when I don't have my makeup, I'm like in a shell. So I think that there's a little of me like hiding through my makeup. Like my makeup's kind of like a guard from like everyone else.
Because you feel like more confident?
Yeah, for sure.
Or like, I understand, like you feel more confident, you feel like it's how you want to present yourself to the world. But my concern is like that we're not, because I do it too, like we're not trying to cover up like who we really are, right?
No.
We're just trying to, like you said, I think, enhance it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. I mean, when I was 12, I started wearing a lot of makeup to school and everything, and I wore, you know, all the eyeliner and lip and face and everything, and I felt like that was more for other people than myself. And then so this year I was like, all right, let's try not makeup. And people didn't change the way they looked at me, and I was like, I wasn't wearing makeup, but people still thought that I was like pretty. And then now when I wear makeup, it's more for myself. Like if I want to just wear blue one day, like why not? It's for me because it's fun, but for me, and that's more why I wear it now instead of my insecurities.
And you, Victoria, you said something earlier that like I loved, and it blew my mind, because, you know, a lot of people that are watching this are going to look at you and they're going to say, you know, she's a stereotypical, back to stereotypes, she's a stereotypical, you know, blonde hair, blue eyes, like hot mama, right? And so like you had said to me that you used to wear glasses, right?
When I was like in elementary school and middle school, I wore glasses, and I was a little bigger, you know, than most of the kids, and I got picked on a lot for that from when I was really young, and that was always, and people treated me differently. And then when I got contacts in 7th grade, and I lost the weight in 6th grade, and then I felt really different. I mean, I felt the same, but people treated me differently, which made me feel different. And then I was like, why does this change? How come my image changed, and now you look at me differently? I'm still the same person.
That's the thing, and that is what is so important for people to know, and that's why I love your story that you shared with us, because it's like you're the same person inside, you know? I mean, Ms. Vampy's going up and down after 100 years, like 15 pounds, and like I'm still the same person inside. I don't understand, you know? So like I love that, because people are looking at you and they're thinking like if she looks one way, she's one way, and if she's not, and that's again about being judgmental and about not taking the time to get to know the inside, you know? Paula, how about you?
Well, with makeup and body images, I like to wear a little bit of makeup to school, you know? I think of it as just, you know, like you said, enhancing myself, showing them, you know, making myself feel a little bit more confident. You know, if I have a zit or something, I'm gonna try and cover it up, you know? It's for me though, in a way too. Yeah.
And what other body images do you struggle with?
I still feel a little bit heavy and I've been working on conquering that. You know, you have your better days when you get in front of the mirror and you're like, you know what? I've come a long way. I'm doing good.
Good for you. That's powerful, right, girls?
Yeah, but there are also the bad days when you look in there and you see like 17, the magazine. I love the magazines, but you look in there and you see them all so thin and you feel like, wow, maybe I should be that.
Yeah, right? Because that's what I was going to say. Like, where do we get, because you're not heavy, you know? What do we compare ourselves to? And it's the magazines, and it's like watching E. And I'm the same way. Like, Ms. Vampy loves to go to red carpet events. And she goes on the red carpet, and everybody's like, you know, sick, skinny, like they haven't eaten in 2 months, you know? And I'm like, I don't know, back in Brooklyn, we like to eat. I mean, like I said, I love a rare steak every now and then, you know? And so it's like, who do we compare ourselves to? Because you ain't heavy at all, you know?
And when people look in the mirrors, I think sometimes we only look for the flaws, and that's what gets to us. Like when I look in the mirror, like I look bigger today, I have a zit on my face, my hair isn't good today, and it's like we have to like I think we should look more for the positive things about ourselves, and that would make us feel better.
Ain't it the truth? It's like so much easier to believe the negative sometimes than it is the positive, and we got to change that. As women, we got to all change that, and I think that starts with complimenting other women, you know, and like really, I try to do that. I mean, I feel like when I see somebody and I love their hair, and when I see really big hair, I love it, and I'm like, wow, you got great big hair, you know? So it's like, we got to start by doing that instead of judging each other so much, you know?
For sure, because it's like, I think we point out all the negative that we see because we don't really know what our positive is. And even though our positive is like there, like in our face, we need someone to be like, oh, that's the bomb. Yeah, before we even think it is. Like, we need someone to tell us that we look good for us to feel good. And I think complimenting each other, like you said, will make us all feel so much better inside and accept ourselves more.
Yeah, because you're very judgmental. What's your body image problem?
Everything.
Yeah, because you were telling me, right? You think you're too thick here, you think you're too thick here.
Thick in my thighs, my stomach, my boobs, everything I find something wrong with, and I think just because.
You believe this, you guys? The girl's stunning and she picks herself apart. But Ms. Vampy does that too. It's because we're Virgos. Virgos, we're very perfectionistic. We like to pick ourselves apart. I know, I've been living with myself for 100 years.
I think it's like when you look in the mirror, you want to see something good, you know, and you look in the mirror and I wake up and I'm like, I don't have makeup on. Like, I don't like that part of, like, you know, I can't like accept that yet, you know. And then like you get out of the shower and you start getting ready and you're like, oh, this is better. Like, and then so you get used to yourself a certain way and it's hard for you to accept yourself a different way, just like everyone else has to accept you like the way you usually are. So when you start taking things away, like when I try to not wear makeup as much, I feel not as good.
Because I think it's like, you know, you set the bar, you know, like you stand at a set and you're like, wow, last Saturday night at that party, like I looked really good, right? I looked freaking good and that guy was checking me out. So you're like, okay, I gotta compare to that, you know? But again, then we can't make it all about the physical. But at the same time, I think it's very important to be unique and to express yourself and to allow that form of expression. I mean, hello, like look at some of my favorite, like American Idol. I mean, we got Adam Lambert, all right? Adam Lambert, I mean, talk about makeup and clothes and expressing yourself, and he freaking does it right, you know? Yeah. Who else do you guys look up to?
Rihanna.
Rihanna, now she's gorgeous too.
She's so gorgeous.
Yeah, now take that girl. She's gorgeous. She wears makeup. She expresses herself. She's got great style, but she's got messed up problems too, right? I mean, that whole Chris Brown thing, you know, Rihanna, you need to come talk to Ms. Vampy too. You're number 2 in line with Demi Lovato, all right? Call me. Anyway, so who else?
Kesha.
Kesha.
She comes in with like dirty hair and glitter and she looks rocking. Like,
always.
All right? Because why? Because she says so. Thank you.
Blue lipstick. Like, who
wears blue lipstick?
Exactly.
Not me.
I was Kesha for Halloween. It was like the best costume ever. Oh my God.
All right, next Halloween, you better all be Ms. Vampy, all right? All right? So, but that's what I'm saying, because she says so, just like Lady Gaga. You know, they come out and they're like, this is me, this is what I wear, and this is who I am, and I'm having fun, and I'm expressing myself, and I'm creating, and I'm being creative, and I'm using my talents, and I rock. Right?
Yeah, and then they accept them for that, and they now say that they're beautiful now.
That's right, and who else accepts them?
Everyone. They do
You
too.
do, right? Yeah, exactly. So yous all know Ms. Vampy's favorite freaking catchphrase in the world, because I think it's so important for all yous and all the viewers out there to remember, whenever you're feeling challenged, whenever you're feeling sad, whenever you're feeling fearful, whenever you're feeling that you don't have the courage to go on, we say, when faced with fear, dig deep inside, find your inner vamp and vamp it out. Right, girls? So, when faced with fear, dig deep inside, find your inner vamp and vamp it out. Hello? Me.